Hi, in this video, I'm just going to talk about how do you actually create users and user groups to create volumes and set permissions for the MapR cluster. So here, so you have a cluster admin and you have departments in your organizations, for example, health, marketing, and finance. As a cluster admin, you should be able to give access to the volume administrators so that they can actually create volumes and subvolumes and also set ACLs. However, the volume admin should not be able to do any cluster related work. So in this case, the cluster admin is going to be the MapR user. But in the reality, you should be able to create a user group and an AD group, possibly, and then assign few users to that cluster admin group so that they can carry out all the cluster admin operations instead of using MapR account. If you use MapR account, there is no auditability in terms of who actually done that. Since the MapR is a generic username, we should be using our own user account to actually do some cluster related admin operations. So for in this example, I have a health volume and Mark is the volume admin for the health volume, and he can create sub volumes inside health, and he can actually assign ACLs to all the users to actually help to the health volume. And also I have finance where user Jenny is the volume admin and she also can create sub volumes and creates ACLs. The important thing to note here is people who belong to health user group cannot access finance. It's the same wise as the Jenny, depending upon access control. So this is the generic structure. This is what I'm going to follow. So let's go to the MCS. So you can actually see I am logged in as MapR user, and I'm going to click on permissions, and I am going to add user Mark. So user Mark can log into MCS and can actually create volumes. So those are the only two cluster permissions I am going to give it to Mark. And I am going to add user Jenny. Same with login and also create volumes. So you can actually give someone start and stop services, but I would refrain from doing that. The reason being, if they are volume administrators and start and stop are part of cluster administration, you should not give that, because if somebody is actually executing a drill query and if an user go and stop the drill service, it's 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 not right way to do things. So I'm just going to limit them to give login and create volumes, and I'm going to click OK. Now you can actually see the volume permissions have, the cluster permissions have been updated, and you can actually see that. All right, let's go to, so here you can actually see Mark belongs to the group health and Jenny belongs to group finance. And I have slash data mounted, and I have data mounted in slash data. So here you can actually see I have created a volume called data and then mounted on slash data path, which has 777 permissions. And then even if you go to volume and then click on data, so this volume has data access set to P and P. So it's public to read and then public to write. So everybody have access to slash data. All right, let's log out. And then I'm going to log in as Mark. So Mark has logged in. So I can actually see Mark can see permissions. However, he cannot add any user or remove user. For let's see whether he can actually remove the root user. So if you click OK, it should give you an error. Obviously, you can actually try with the other options. He cannot start and stop services. He can't do any admin related activities. All right, let's go and create a volume. So I go to volumes and then I click new volume. So I'm just going to create health volume, and then I'm going to mount it on slash data slash health, and then I'm going to give 755, and then I'm going to give all the permissions to Mark, and then I'm going to click OK. So you can actually see volume health has been created. All right, let's log out, and then I'm going to log in as Jenny. So let's create volumes. So I'm going to create a new volume called finance, and then I'm going to mount it on slash data slash finance, and then I'm going to give 755, and she's going to be the admin for this volume, and I'm going to click OK. Yep, so new volume has been created. Fantastic. Let's go and then see. So here, so if you can see from slash data, finance has been mounted, has been created by Jenny, and then the group is finance. Same with Mark. Mark created the health volume and it's been mounted on slash data slash health, and only health group can access it. So let's see whether Jenny can create a sub volume inside health, even because Jenny does not belong to health user group, it should be denied. So let's see. I'm going to create a volume called budget, and then I'm going to mount it on slash data slash health slash budget, and then I am going to give 755. Click OK. You can actually see an error has occurred. So Jenny does not have any permissions to create a volume inside, a sub volume inside health. This is how you restrict people to create sub volumes. That's great. I'll see you in the next video where I can actually give you permissions, and then I'll show you how to get set ACLs to actually share data between health and finance. Thank you.